Welcome to Pure Dog Talks live at 5. I am your host, Laura Reeves, and we have a really cool guest for this evening, you guys. Erin and Dagmara Chasse are coming to talk to us about their new app for your dog when you're home. The dog is home alone and you're out and about. So while everybody's getting on and we're having everybody join us, I have a few items for the good of the order. And so, just a quick item number one, don't forget, if you are not yet a member of our patrons group, go to the website, puredogtalk.com/patron, and you too can join and support the work that we do here. And we've got a really good group of people. We get together once a month, not IRL, sadly, only about once a year IRL. But monthly, we have our After Dark and we hang out and we talk. We have the witch left over from last night's Halloween conversation. So it's a really great opportunity to learn from a lot of people. I'm able to drop in on a pretty regular basis. So if you have not yet made your patrons pledge, it would be of great benefit to the continuation and fabulous working ability of Pure Dog Talk if you were able to do that. So that's number one. Number two, I know folks don't always get on the website, like they don't even sometimes know there is a website. It's hugely rich, hugely fabulous opportunity. Not only does it have all of the back issues for 650 episodes, I've gone ahead and made albums. So I sorted various back episodes by topic. And so that enables you to make good use of my time and pay $1.99 to get all of the episodes that are about whatever it might be. Owner handlers or breeding and whelping hands-on or the Pure Dog Talk University. Lots and lots and lots of information there. We've also, our newest feature on the website. So again, if you haven't been on the website, I really encourage you to stop by. We've got some cool stuff that we've added, including a new testimonials page. Pure Dog Talk saved my life. So honestly, I know it's a little bit over the top. I know it's a little too cute by half, but the fact of the matter is people get in touch with me all the time and tell me that for whatever reason, Pure Dog Talk has made a difference in their lives, whether they save their dog from a PIO or whether, you know, the input and the impact was what kept them going, or they're at this particular dog show. So it's a pretty fun opportunity for people to share their stories. So with no further ado, as we have folks jumping in, I don't see them in the green room, so I'm hoping that there they are. Thank you, Natalie. Welcome, Erin. Welcome, Dagmara. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Excellent. So this is a very, very interesting concept that you guys have developed. It is a new concept to me, so I was really excited to get to share the concept with my listeners, and I would love for you to kind of give us an overview, if you would, Erin or Dagmara, whoever you want to go first, a little bit of an overview about how this particular app functions and what its goal is specifically.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for having us tonight. So we appreciate it. It's 8 o'clock here on the East Coast. We live in Tampa, and
Yep.
very happy to have us on your podcast this evening. So the app itself came as an idea. One day I was taking Dagmar and our daughter Elsie to the airport, February of 23, and we came pretty close to a horrific car crash. We avoided it narrowly, and in the following days, we were wondering who would know that Charlie and Ivy are at home. Charlie's in the crate. Ivy's roaming the house, doing who knows what. And what could happen over time is that either neighbors or someone will call animal control because your dogs are barking, take them away. You don't know what happens to them. They end up in the shelters. As we all know, shelters are overflowing. You're 48 to 72 hours before a dog is put down for space. So our goal is to help keep your pets out of the shelter, keep them safe, and get them with a guardian, which would be like a godparent for your child. And
Mhm.
yeah, and then by helping to get some of that pressure off of the shelters, the pets that are in there can have a longer time there and a better chance to
Mhm.
find a home.
I love that. And I think I mentioned when I was talking to your team, most of us who listen to this podcast absolutely are on the road all the time, right? Like it's a thing. This is what we do. We travel, we go to dog shows, we go to dog events, whatever it is that we do. And we frequently don't have all of the dogs with us. And so this is a really real issue, And so talk us through, maybe Dagmara, you want to give us kind of a step by step, follow us through. How do we download this app on our phone? I mean, how do we set this up so that we can be sure that, if something terrible happens, which happens, that somebody knows what to do with our animals?
When you download the app, you add whatever pets you have, and then you
Mm,
also include guardians. The guardians
okay.
get a code, they approve the invitation. So you
Mm,
and the guardian
mm,
both are aware of the fact that you're covered, your pets are covered. At that point, what happens is when you leave your home, you set a timer. And as your timer runs out, if you set it for 6 hours, 7 hours, as your timer runs out, it'll give you a notification that you are due to be home in about an hour. You can snooze
mm,
that notification by saying that you're running late, you need extra time, or you say, okay, because you know you will be home within that time. At
mhm,
that point, um, if you do not respond to the app or to the notification, then the app contacts you again, and then it does send out a notification to your guardians. Your guardians
mm,
will be notified that you are not home, that your pets are not cared for, and one of those guardians, if you have 2 or 10, will
mm.
respond that they are on the way to take care of the pets, and the other guardians are notified that this is happening.
That's amazing. And so you can, this is seriously something that we talk about all the time on my podcast. We've had multiple podcast episodes about, how to plan for emergencies and disasters and death, divorce, and dismemberment. I think, like we've talked about this, but this is the first time that we have taken it from the 19th century version of scribbling something on the wall, right, to
Mhm.
actually having a technology that will do these sorts of things. And I assume that you're able to set all these people up with keys and all that kind of a thing.
Yes. These are
Yeah.
the guardians you choose are people you trust, people that know your
Right.
pets. They understand your routine. Um, they are close to you and your pets enough to that you trust them to come to your home.
Mhm.
You know that
Right.
they're going to
Right.
understand that this is what these pets need, and
Yep.
this is how they go about it.
Sure. So it's your dog sitter or it's your sister or it's your, whatever it is.
Sure.
And so is that something then a system within the haven't had an opportunity to download it. So this is great. I'm getting the information firsthand. So I got all the questions. Is there a system within the app that lets you like, okay, I'm the friend, right? I'm the guardian. I've been notified that my friend is not here. I'm going to go take care of the dogs, no problem. Is there any then system that lets you like check with the person who's not there? Can I call up my friend and say, where are you? What's going on? Are you in a hospital? Right? I mean, what is that? Is there a back channel, right? From to the person, or they should just know by that point they got to do something.
Notified that, yeah. So as Dagmar mentioned, it goes to the guardians, and there's a microsite, and it'll notify all the guardians that she mentioned.
Mm,
And if Dagmar is the guardian for my pet, then she'll say,
mhm,
"I'll respond." My other guardians know she's on the way. That
mhm.
at that point, the guardian would probably pick up their phone and call their friend and see why are they late. Is there a true emergency or not? Do I really need to go?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and yeah,
Excellent.
and in the
And
app,
so
go ahead.
Say that again about the app, Erin.
I was mentioning in the app, a customer can put as much or as little information as they want. We respect everyone's privacy. The basic information we need is, your phone number, email address, and who your guardians are. You can continue and put vet information, additional pet information, as much or as little as you want into the app. So that's totally up to you. We had the idea of using a geolocation service so that when you leave the house, the app can turn on and off on its own. But we've had feedback from a lot of people that they don't want to be tracked. So we're not tracking customers or anything like that.
I can see that going both ways.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
So we just do it on a timer, and we don't need to know where you are or what you're doing. Just if you don't make it home, we're going to send out a notification.
I love that. And then, one of the things that we talk about on the podcast, I have, various attorneys that have given me, all kinds of trusts and deeds and stuff. So is there a section in there that when I'm the person responding and there's a horrible tragedy, I don't have to go dig through my friend's office to try and find their will and their trust and their, like all of those kind of things. Is there a way to add that into the app? I think that would be amazing.
That is a great
That
idea.
is
And I
actually a
could
very good
easily
idea.
ask the IT team to have a section for documents
Absolutely.
or files,
Yeah.
a folder of some sort. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
And as I mentioned, the IT team, we launched in May. We were invited. We went to Lisa Vanderpump in West Hollywood, her World
Okay.
Dog Day.
Yep.
Big dog
Yep.
event. So friends of ours joined us, and we were there for an event in West Hollywood. Feedback in the app has been good, but we have quite a few new improvements coming in the app. So the new version will drop in about 2 weeks. In that new version, you have the ability to get a dog tag here, and it'll have Pangel with the phone number under it. And then in the back, there's a QR code. And with that QR code, if your pet gets lost, someone finds your pet, all they do is scan it, and the owner will get instant GPS coordinates of where that tag was just scanned at that moment. And then it'll say, do you want to make an immediate phone call to the pet's owner? And you'll get all the pet's data on that person's phone.
Nice as a backup for a microchip. That's handy.
Yeah, because not everyone has a microchip reader.
Right.
And
and a lot of people don't have time to take a dog to the vet or to find a microchip reader.
To a shelter or what have you. Right. I love that. Okay, so while we've got a minute here, and I'm loving this, I'm gonna ask you guys to talk a little bit about how you've set up the structure. Is this a free app, a paid app, how that is? Meanwhile, audience members, anybody out there, if you guys have questions I haven't thought of, drop them in the chat and Natalie will get them over to us. So talk to us a little bit about the pricing, you guys.
Sure. So it's a subscription-based model. It's just under $10 a month, or it's $99 for a year. Yep. And then we do offer a 14-day free trial, so you can sign up, download the app, try it out, and within 14 days, if it's not right for you, you can cancel and no charge.
Sure.
Yep.
And I mean, go ahead.
No, sorry. And then I say with that, our passion is to help pets and do a lot of philanthropy, and we've been doing that from donations to many rescues, and we do what we can to help out and try to push for spay neuter events. Our plan is to also support some of law enforcement. There are many canines that don't have vests, so just a lot of giving back.
Good. I love the giving back. My audience here, most of them are dog breeders, as I say, dog enthusiasts, people with multiple pets in their household. And something like this is really valuable because I'm telling you right now, if I, get stuck in traffic in Seattle and I can't get back to feed the 10 dogs in my house, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or let them out or, whatever it is. So, I mean, this has got a lot of potential, even if it's, as simple as I could text somebody, but what if that somebody's not there? Right?
And if you just had a car accident, you may not be in the position to send somebody a text message. And that's the point of this.
Yep.
This is to react on your behalf when you cannot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then in the new version of the app, we had some feedback that in the beginning, or the first version out, only one person can use it. So if I signed up, I use my phone number, I leave, I turn it on. So now you can put the other phone numbers that are in your house. So Dagmara can leave, she can turn it on. I come home, I can shut it off.
Oh, see, that was actually one of the things that had crossed my mind. I travel a lot, but there's somebody still here. So if you know, if that person leaves and doesn't get back, that would be a bigger, so having a couple or three different people able to use the app together, I think would be really, really valuable.
Yeah, and whether it's some of your some of your followers of being breeders and rescues that we know, if they're smaller groups or businesses, um, one of them has mentioned that as they adopt out a dog, they want to be the guardian on the app. So if something happens to that pet, they're being notified that that pet is in need.
That's a genius idea. So
Yeah.
we have, for example, Trupanions, one of my sponsors, right? And we send our puppies home with Trupanion. This is another thing that you could encourage your puppy buyers to,
Mm-hmm.
include this app with their purchase and make you one of the guardians. I think would be genius.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
put
And
I leave my name on my microchips, right? When I microchip my puppies. So this is
yep.
definitely something that would work hand in glove across the board with all the other projects.
Right.
Yes.
Because as you know, as a puppy leaves
Mhm.
one of your
Mhm.
followers, you don't want that dog to end up in a shelter.
Right. No, we really don't. That's why we microchip them before they leave and we do all the things. But this is it. The legal stuff that comes into this, and it happens on a pretty regular basis, is very real. And if we can use something like this particular project to be that in between step to prevent that from ever happening, that is a truly, truly big deal.
Mhm.
Nat, do we have anybody with questions out there, my dear? I love Natalie. I don't have to look at Facebook. She does it all. Um, and tell us a little bit. I know your background. You have had a couple rescue dogs. Is that what I understand? I know you're dog people, but more from the rescue side of it, right?
Between the two of us, I mean, since we've been together for almost 20 years. We've had 6 dogs together.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
for some reason, we like them in threes.
Yeah. Yeah. It
We
was
had
three.
three
Three's a good
originally.
number,
Uh,
actually.
I know. And then recently, I actually rescued a girl off the streets. She
Mm,
was unfortunately um, used for breeding, but unlike your followers and
right.
yourself, it was the irresponsible breeding, the backyard breeding, where they basically used her and then just dumped her. So she came to live with us, and that was an unexpected little surprise. But she's a sweetheart. She's got some trauma, but she's a sweetheart. So we do like them in threes for some reason. I've
Three's
done
company. That's what
rescue.
they say. Three's company.
Exactly, exactly. So I've done a little rescue volunteer
Mhm,
work
mhm.
where I did home visits and I did many interviews. I did many
Fun.
events. Uh,
Right.
I also am the person that when I go for a bike ride with my daughter or a scooter ride or really just a drive in my car, I have a leash. I have one of those collapsible food bowls, water bowls,
Mhm.
treats, just to make sure that if I see a stray dog, I'm the one that pulls over and jumps out of the car and is,
Stops
trying to get that
traffic.
dog. I've done that before. That was, I think, my first rescue mission.
That was on the highway, wasn't it?
That was on the highway 89 South
In Vermont.
in Vermont.
Gosh.
I was coming home
Oh
from
my god.
school, and literally I saw 2 dogs running in the middle of the highway. So I have no idea why I have no fear, but jumped out, literally put my arms up, stopped traffic. Thank God people stopped. And then I got those 2 dogs into my car um, without any treats, to be honest. And the owners did not even know that the dogs were not in their yard. They had
Yeah.
10 acres of land. they must have dug up a hole, and
Yeah.
that was it.
Under the
So,
fence.
Yeah.
yes.
It happens. And it's,
Mhm.
the thing about it is it happens to the best of us. Like I've had dogs, I go hunting and do field work with my dogs, and you go out and you expect them to come back and then they don't come back. And you're like,
Mhm.
now we have a problem. So, those
Yeah.
kind of things are always an issue. That's why I kind of the QR code on the back of that tag is really cool, because it not just notifies the owner, it notifies everybody in that group, right? All the
Right.
guardians, everybody
Mhm.
gets this notification. And I, when I started Pure Dog Talk, I said it basically that it was a 21st century solution to, 19th century information, getting the information that had been around for a long time out to people in a 21st century way. And this sounds to me like the same type of project. So I love it.
Awesome.
Okay. Questions? Not? No? Okay. Final question from me.
Mhm.
I am dying curious to know, like, just having a really good idea, which this isn't something all of us can accomplish. So, like bringing that to fruition. So share a little bit about yourselves and your background and how you were in a position to do something this cool.
So it took it took us a little while to there's a lot of brainstorming, finding the right people to work with in regards to building the app.
Yeah.
It hasn't been easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yes.
So we've got a great IT team in India. The first one didn't go as smooth. We had to find a new company, and gentleman's name is Erin, and he's doing great work for us. So a big thank you to him, and I got to say a big thank you to Cherie and her marketing team.
Yeah.
C Media Collective
Yeah.
been phenomenal. The marketing's phenomenal. Cherie has her heart into it as well, which is really important to us. So yeah, but it's been a long road. It's been about a year and a half now, and but the new version will be out in about 2 weeks. It's calls at night with India,
That's a
and we're up
quick
from
question. If
midnight to
I
2
if
a.m.
I download the app now, will it automatically update when the new version hits, or should I wait? It'll
It'll
update.
update. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll absolutely update.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. Well, if we don't have any questions from the world out there, do you have anything else you'd like to share with us?
I think I'd like to go back to when Erin was saying that you can put as little information as you'd like or as much information as you'd like. I think because, as we all know, every dog is so different. Some dogs need to have medication daily. Some dogs are reactive towards other dogs. Some dogs have fear towards certain
Mm-hmm.
things. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel as though, even though at first you might just sign up and put basic information, it probably would be very beneficial to everybody and their dogs or
Mm-hmm.
whatever pet they have signed up, to put as much information as possible, because then that
Right.
will help with
It'll help the guardians.
exactly the guardians.
Yeah. Guardians need
It'll
to know that Puffball gets half a,
Mhm,
phenobarbital
exactly,
at night, or, whatever.
exactly. And if there's a medical emergency, what vet to take
Mm-hmm.
the pet
Mm-hmm.
to. So there's just a lot of information that everybody can put in that will be beneficial.
Yeah,
I love it.
and we're not done with the app. This is just step one of something big that we're working on here. So there's definitely some more technology that we're working on in the background. So uh, we'll be sure to update you when that's
Mhm.
ready.
And please
Absolutely.
follow us.
I love it.
Yeah,
Definitely
please,
follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook.
LinkedIn, yep, everywhere.
Yes, you'll
100%.
see.
We
Mhm.
will have, this is all going up on Facebook. By all means, you guys and your team go add in all your links, all your ats, all your follows, everything. That'd be great.
That's
Wonderful.
great.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you a lot for having us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time. I am very excited. I'm literally going to go download this app now. So, all
Tell your friends.
right. And I'm telling
Thank you.
you, when you make $1 million because you had the idea of putting in the documents, I'm just saying, just remember me.
No problem.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No problem at all.
No,
And
I
thank you
love
for
this is the
being
kind of thing that go ahead.
I was just going to say thank you for being a responsible breeder. Appreciate it.
Well, there's a whole big community of us out here, and we are
Great to
very
hear.
committed and very passionate about what we do. And we're always excited when we find people who can help us do it better. And that to me
Mm,
is what this is. So
it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's very good.
excellent.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys so much. Have a great
Thank you.
night.
You
Enjoy
too. Thank you.
Tampa. We're praying
Will
you
do.
survived the hurricanes, right? Like you guys were cool. You weren't underwater.
No, we
No,
were fine.
we were good.
Erin was
Good.
holding the front door at one point, but
Yeah.
that was basically it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's bad. I'm sorry. I lived in the Midwest. I lived through tornadoes, but the whole hurricane thing, just like, no, I can't. No, no, man, I'm out. All right. You guys have a great night. We'll talk again.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks a
Have a
lot.
great
Take
night.
care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.